Hey, what's up guys? LevelUp here at OnPointGaming's OnPointTactical. Today we're going to be talking about the top 3 weapons that we've seen so far. Considering the fact that I'm getting the PlayStation 4 version of the game, as well as my PlayStation 4 tonight at launch night, I feel it necessary to go over the top weapons that we've seen so far. Now, I've seen some pretty darn good ones, but there are 3 that excel in my mind. And, you know, honestly, you don't have to agree with me. This is primarily just my opinion. And, I think that you might be surprised at a couple of the contenders. So, just go ahead and strap in. Know that it is an opinion-based video. Don't take everything so critically so that, I don't have to get angry with anybody. Sound good? I don't want to comments box war. Anyway, so first up is the M416. Now, the M416 is a really easy gun to use. Now, keep in mind that these are not in order. I will tell you which gun is my favorite, or which gun I think is the best at the end. Its stats make it balanced for nearly every engagement distance, making it a very versatile assault rifle, but also because you unlock it so early and it's so easy to use, there's a lot of attachments that don't really make a lot of sense for it. Therefore, I feel like it kind of slips behind a bit, because whenever attachments can't be used to its advantage in nearly every sense, like, I would never put a compensator on this gun. It's just pointless and would reduce your accuracy. I would never put a muzzle brake on this gun because it's pointless and it would reduce your accuracy. The vertical and ergo grip are basically useless because the hipfire accuracy sucks on this gun anyway. It's just little, you know, whenever the attachments don't agree well with any of its stats, then in the end of the day, I think that gun kind of falls behind. But the 416 looks good, and it is definitely worthy of finding a spot in the top 3 that I've gone over so far. The next assault rifle is the M16A4. Now, the M16A4 is the only version of the M16, at least in the vanilla, in Battlefield 4. And a lot of people were saying, and I've heard this a lot, that they killed the M4 and the M16. I don't agree with that. I like the M4 better, but the M16 is a far better gun. It's more accurate, so in the end, it is going to be a better option than the M4. Unless you're just looking for one to use all classes. I just like the actual aesthetic look of the M4 versus the M16. The M16 is pretty darn big, but it might wind up being my full-time assault rifle. I'm still not sure that I like it enough to compete with other weapons. It's just, I don't know, something about it doesn't really chill with me as easily as the M4 does. I checked their stats, and they're nearly identical. Aside from the spread, they are virtually exactly the same gun. So there's absolutely no reason I should like one more than the other. But nonetheless, that's how it wound up. So I don't know what else to tell you. The next weapon that we're going to look at is the SG553 carbine. This gun shoots 830 rounds a minute. And I gotta say, it performs excellently with the suppressor. It's one of the few guns that I've really felt confident putting a suppressor on. I don't know what it is about it, because, I mean, carbines and suppressors don't typically agree all that well. But, you know, I made an exception for this, and I was like, you know, I gotta try it, because I kind of like the suppressor on it in BF3, so why wouldn't I like it in Battlefield 4? And I'm glad that I forced myself to do it, because this gun, I think, is one of my favorite guns that I've looked at for sure, and its stats definitely are there to back it up. Its accuracy, its recoil, its 830 rounds a minute rate of fire. This gun is ready to rock and roll and kill people all day long, every day, full time. It is ready to go. The other 2 weapons are ready to go too, but which one takes the number 1 slot? Well, the SG553 takes the cake again. This gun was a pretty darn good carbine in Battlefield 3, but I think that several people will be shocked that I chose this as my favorite, because I really haven't talked a whole lot about it. And I haven't talked a whole lot about it because I kind of wanted this to be a surprise that would get people thinking about it. Something about this gun's stats make it my most effective weapon that I've used. I haven't used it the most, and I'm definitely not very good with it yet because I haven't used it a whole lot, because whenever I was using the SG553, I was primarily focused on unlocking the M4 and unlocking the rest of the carbine, so I wasn't investing a whole lot of time on any of the weapons. But the hipfire accuracy is phenomenal. It performs so excellently if you're good at recoil management that I can't help but put this gun on the top of the weapons that I've looked at so far. So this has been my top 3 weapons that we have looked at so far at OnPointTactical. I honestly think that this might be controversial, but have a good one and take it easy, guys.
Devil went down to Georgia, he was looking for a soul steal. He was in the mines, he was way behind, he was looking to make a deal. When he came upon this young man, sawed on a fiddle and played it high. Devil jumped up on a hickory stump, said, boy, let me tell you what. If you didn't know it, I'm a fiddle player too. And if you care to take a dare, well, I'll make a bet with you. You play a pretty good fiddle, boy, give the devil his due.